markets realities appear to contradict the data, as buyers and sellers in various states told our correspondents that prices remained far above pre-May levels, and the impact of the reported inflation drop was not being felt at the grassroots. A major market in Benin City, Lagos Delta among others, revealed that price of staple foods such as rice, beans, yam, tomato, maize, and gari have either remained static or surged in the past 2 months. Tomatoes witnessed one of the steepest spikes in recent months, soaring from 58,500 naira per basket in May to 110,000 naira by July in some of the markets visited. And onions also saw a steady price hike, rising from 85,000 naira per bag in May to 100,000 naira in June, reaching 140,000 naira in July, among others. A trader in Orebeni Market in Benin City, Olusayamu, lamented the unpredictable nature of the price hikes, noting that both sellers and buyers were grappling with volatility. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has urged President Bola Tinubu to address the widespread poverty in the country rather than merely urging governors to act. Falana stated this in a statement on Sunday, referencing Tinubu's remarks at a recent meeting with governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, where he acknowledged the harsh economic realities faced by Nigerians due to neo-liberal policies. He urged the federal government to move beyond appeals and instead demonstrate leadership by fully funding existing welfare programs. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, has intercepted consignment of cocaine and tramadol hidden in a vehicle side mirror, lipsticks and footwears in a string of operations that led to multiple arrests across Lagos, Abuja, and several states. Spokesman for the agency, Femi Babafemi, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday that operatives at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, intercepted a consignment headed to Libreville, Gabon, containing 47,420 pills of tramadol, 225 milligrams, and 57 pellets of cocaine weighing 1.60 kg concealed in 71 vehicle side mirrors. The agency noted that the shipment was seized on the 19th of July, leading to the arrest of the cargo agent, Ihekweme Osinachi Benedict. Follow-up operations resulted in the arrest of Uzochukwu God's Power Chukura, from whose residence an additional 11 parcels of cocaine weighing 1 kilograms were recovered. The total haul of cocaine reached 2.60 kg across 68 parcels. And in a separate case, NDLEA operatives arrested a businesswoman, Mrs. Nwafo Roseanne Neka, at the Trade Fair Complex, Ojo, Lagos, after tracing a July 10 consignment of cocaine and phenacetine concealed in ladies' lipsticks bound for Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. And in the meantime, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested 3 dispatch riders for distributing illicit substances around the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The NDLEA spokesman, Femi Babafemi, stated this in a press release on Sunday in Abuja. Babafemi said that NDLEA operatives conducted intelligence-led stop-and-search operations in the Gwarinpa, Jai, and Gwaladima areas of the FCT on Wednesday, July 30. He added that the total of 149.8 grams of Canadian loud, a strong strain of cannabis, were recovered from them. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, on Sunday disclosed it has taken delivery of 15 containers of substandard and falsified pharmaceutical products and tomato paste imported through One Port in Port Harcourt. NAFDAC, in a press statement signed by its resident media consultant, Shayo Akintola, noted that the fake products are estimated to have the street value of about 20 20.5 billion naira. And the agency said that the consignment, which comprised of 11 containers of various unregistered banned pharmaceutical products, as well as 4 containers of the products, unwholesome tomato paste, was handed to the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, by the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeni, as part of the institutional collaborative synergy between the two organizations. Governor Monday Ogolo has pledged to repair deplorable roads in Edo Central, which he inherited from the previous administration. The governor made the commitment during an inspection tour of several failed road portions across the Edo Central Senatorial District. An EBS Government House correspondent Moses Aboma completes the report.
Inspecting roads in Edo Central Senatorial Districts, including the Omawa, Okami, Ibuara, Faba, Idumosa, Oko, Uwaya roads with spurs in Yababo and Edoshi Road in Orami, in San Northeast Local Government Area. Governor Ogolo expressed concern over the poor condition of the roads, which he said were critical to the state's economy. He assured the people that his administration will soon commence work on the roads, starting with preventive measures to make them motorable.
You can get outbound Asaba, Onitsha, and other parts of the eastern part of Nigeria. The road is so bad. You see the road is now. So I thought that since this is a critical road, we should fix it.
The governor further vowed to complete the ongoing reconstruction to revive economic activities of affected areas, a burden he inherited from previous administration.
See, this is the only thing I inherited from Obasaki and the PDP government. I have no agenda to fix this road now. We are going to match our ways with action. By the grace of God, we will start this work and we will complete it.
Governor rounded off his inspection with a visit to the Western Farm settlements, of 400 hectares of land now cultivating maize for human and industrial use. Moses Ababa, EBS News.
The coordinator office of the First Lady of Edo State, Edesi Anani, has stressed the need for unity and collaboration among women in Edo State, as it remains a key to impactful initiatives and developments. She spoke while addressing APC women stakeholders, including women leaders in Edo Central Senatorial Zone of the state. And Juliet Samuel Asay has the details.
In Edo Central Senatorial Districts, reasons for gathering include strategizing to ensure massive win for the All Progressives Congress APC come Saturday, August 16th, Edo Central Senatorial Districts by-election, and forge ways for the greater good of women in the area.
Today we did here right there. So here, because now our governor comes for that chair, we want another of our governor person to sit down for that chair. As our governor they work, now so that's why man will work for us. I want to tell you myself, August 16th, every woman tell another woman.
For the coordinator office of Edo First Lady, Edesi Anani, women supporting one another and lending their voices to advocate for shared vision brings more positive results. She urged the women to turn out in large numbers to cast their votes for Joseph Igbia, who flies the APC flag.
When women support women, the country will progress. We will promote this support women when time comes. But when our own come, we must support our own. Because when she get power, now all of us get power.
news.
You can watch EBS on StarTimes channel 113, GoTV channel 141, and terrestrial channel 45. For the latest news and information, be sure to visit our website, ebsng.com. Join the conversation and listen live. ebs.com/radio. Subscribe to EBS on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at EBS Benin. And this news is reaching you live from EBS Radio at this state. Still to come, the federal government has announced a one-week extension to the closing date for the ongoing recruitment exercise into the Nigeria Security Civil Defense. Details of this and more after this time out. Good morning.
Media sanctuary prayers and praises. Praise it. Let the kingdom come in Edo State as it is in heaven. Chief host, His Excellency, Senator Monday Pawulu, Executive Governor of Edo State. Host, Apostle Dr. Sule Farade Azahume, Special Advisor on Religious Matters and Chaplain, Government House Chapel. Ministry, Apostle Favor Maparon, Pastor Sage Izayamu, Pastor Abi Okeke, Pastor Emmanuel Ibiwoye, Apostle Ehedelo Nwaya, Bishop Dr. Dubrida Eshobode, Minister Marvelous Osunde, Apostle Dr. A.P. Balogun, Bishop Iyabusa Osiatoy, JP, Pastor Divine Somori Oshomokare, Elaka Mokode, Pastor Mrs. Joy David Okai, Reverend Joshua Suleiman, and Pastor Marcus Jackson Aibobo. Gospel artists Cassidy Omori and Leon Shalom. Ministry, date Tuesday 5th August 2025, 4 p.m. Government House Chapel, Edo State. Wednesday 6th August 2025, 10 a.m. Festival Hall, Government House, Edo State. Come one, come all. Jesus is Lord.
The Edo State government has taken a bold stand against crime. The governor, Senator Monday Pawulu, has signed into law the Kidnapping Prohibition Amendment Law 2025, bringing stricter penalties to eliminate kidnapping in our state. The law provides death penalty for convicted kidnappers and accomplices with their properties rented or owned, confiscated and destroyed. Following the Governor Pawulu's zero tolerance for crime, the Secret Court and Similar Activities Prohibition Law 2025 is now in effect. Sponsors of secret court activities shall face 21 years in prison, members of cultists 10 years imprisonment as property demolition awaits you. Anyone convicted for court-related killings shall also face the full wrath of the law, which is death penalty. Beware, crime will not be tolerated anywhere in Edo State. Report suspected criminal activities around your neighborhood today. Edo must be safe. Edo must be great. Truly, a new Edo has risen. This message is brought to you by the Edo State Government.
Edo Broadcasting Service, 95.7 FM. News.
Welcome back to the news at dawn. Going right back into the details. The federal government has announced a one-week extension to the closing date for the ongoing recruitment exercise into Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services. The recruitment portal, which was initially scheduled to close on Monday, August 4, 2025, today will now remain open until Monday, August 11, 2025. According to a statement by the Secretary to the Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Service Board, Major General A. Jibril, retired, the extension is extended to allow more applicants to apply for the position in the paramilitary services and the board. Fervent prayers have been identified as a strategic tool to a transformative society by shaping individual lives who will in turn contribute to national development. The Coordinator Office of the First Lady, Edesi Anani, made the assertion while speaking at the 23rd Annual Diocesan Mothers Union and Women's Guild Conference of St. David's Anglican Church, Aurora. Juliet Samuel Assaying has the report.
The Coordinator Office of the First Lady, Adesia Nani, while emphasizing Christian women's pivotal role in nation building through prayer and service, explained that any situation can change with prayer, especially when women are involved, while warning against destructive behaviors like sexual sin, greed, jealousy and lies, which hinders spiritual growth. She called on women to draw inspiration from biblical figures like Deborah, Hannah, Esther, amongst others, and be more deliberate in whatever positive endeavor they find themselves doing.
What we do on earth as Christian women, what we do in our society matters. The Bible says this thing should not be found amongst your officials' fight. So you as a woman, you have the power and the gift. When you spend time in prayer, so I'm to deliver this land for God.
The wife of the Bishop of the Diocese of Essenland, Anglican Communion, Ekpaman, Chidalu Elabo, while commending the Coordinator Office of the First Lady, Adesia Nani, for her inspiring message, encouraged every woman to emulate the virtues of the Proverbs 31 woman.
There's a great importance of woman and praise. Prayer for a lot of things. We go back to the scriptures, we see where the prayer of women move mountain.
Juliet Samuel saying, EBS News.
Christian faithful have been charged to continually walk in the covenant of freedom and empowerment of God's Spirit. And the President, Habitation Church of God International, Reverend Tuluani Aderigbe, gave the charge on Sunday when he delivered a sermon entitled Covenant of Freedom in Benin City. And that report is presented from our studios.
Reverend Adelebebe explained that a covenant of freedom is based on God's love, initiative, and freedom from sin's bondage. He however cautioned that for them to live a life of freedom, they must embrace forgiveness and live a life empowered by God's Spirit for Him to fulfill His purpose and plans in their lives. Reverend Adelebebe emphasized the need for believers to have faith, obey God's word, and express gratitude for the freedom they have received. He urged Christian faithful to unite and put their petitions to God in prayers and fasting. The man of God also dwells on the need for believers to refrain from all ungodly ways and serve God right.
The righteous came down upon the carcasses of the sacrifice that was made. Abraham drove them away. Abraham. All those have come to destroy your testimonies. You, as representing Abraham, you will know why.
especially youth, have been advised to avoid sport betting or ensure whatever money that they bet with is inconsequential in case of losses. EBS Clement Asera reports that the charge was given by some Benin residents while reacting to reports of growing addiction of some sports lovers to betting.
On Wednesday, 30th July 2025, a young man identified as Stephen Chidubem committed suicide in Abuja, leaving behind a note that blamed his struggles with severe gambling addiction that left him in debt and emotional distress. Betting can be done for all kinds of sports and it comes in different forms. The question, however, is what is the law of betting?
Betting is an interest, not betting. Is another way of saying gambling. Gambling is a game for the lazy. People who does not want to fight. It lures you with the sense of winning. So, because fight will be easiest way of getting rich. Though it might be good for some, but anything that has an advantage, that's why I disadvantage. People they play. At the end of the day, the right person that they benefit from. In the gaming, so that person benefits, everybody is saying benefits. Hey, you win.
What are the dangers of betting?
It goes with the spirit of addiction. It makes you in debt. Then gradually it encourages you to put your hard-earned resources, but it makes you a thief, a liar, name it. Some people put in their life to bet. That is why you see them committing suicide at the end of when they see that the bet people as expected.
What is the safe way to go about betting in the society and how can the growing rate of sports addiction be managed?
Everybody when they say, I want to play bet, I want to play this, you better tell your capital go to the class. Your salary is not for you. We must not encourage sport betting or gambling. Betting is not a thing that people are addicted to. People use to have a chance to do something. You don't just put the whole of your life. Just do it in a very mild way. So that when the little thing you put in place the other way, it will not affect your life. So not that everything is bad. They should look at find their interest in other things. There are other ways you can make money. You can learn a skill. You can go to school. You can be focused to do great things with your hands and talents.
Even though sports betting has evolved to be a global phenomenon, the thrust of respondents' opinion is avoid sport betting as much as possible. Clement Osera, EBS News.
Nigeria's D Tigers have made history by winning an unprecedented fifth consecutive Afro-Basket Women title, becoming the first African country to achieve this feat. Nigeria edged out Mali in a tense showdown, displaying resilience and composure to claim their seventh Afro-Basket title. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Nigeria's women's basketball team, the Tigers, on their qualification for the final of the 2025 FIBA Women's Afro-Basket, marking their fifth consecutive appearance at the tournament's climax. And to end the news, here are some of our top stories. Inflation has persisted in Nigeria's despite government intervention. NDLEA has intercepted cocaine hidden in mirrors and lipsticks. And Nigerians have been urged to shun sports betting. That ends the news at dawn, as edited by Josephine Amy. Once again, my name is Osatohame Usunde. Thank you for listening and good morning.